G'day world, Chris Hogan coming to you live from Rise Conference here in Hong Kong. Thanks to our partners Invest HK and Start Me Up HK. And I'm here with the Senior Manager of Tech Innovation for Peninsula Hotels, Sally Osborne. How are you?
I'm fine. We're on to the third day. I haven't lost my voice yet.
You haven't lost your voice. Jeez, I'm hanging in there. Sally, what is Peninsula Hotels doing in terms of tech innovation?
Okay, so for those people that don't know, we're a 150-year-old company. So, obviously heritage meets innovation, unusual thing, very unusual.
Yes.
But what a lot of people don't actually realise is we've had a research and development lab here in Hong Kong since 1980. So we develop all our in-room technology, and that's bespoke to the hotel. So when you have an in-room experience, that's bespoke. But what we're actually doing in terms of corporate innovation now is we're launching a lab which is called Kaleidoscope, and the idea is that startups can come and get behind the scenes of luxury hospitality. Luxury hospitality is one of those worlds that can sometimes be a little bit closed, and the idea is they can come spend 12 weeks with us in conjunction with Stanford Research International, so SRI, the guys who developed Siri, and spend the time working on their innovation and hopefully putting that innovation into one of our hotels globally, and then obviously go off and do what they want with it after that. So we're not taking anything from the startups, we're just giving back in terms of mentorship, commercial assistance, and really for us, it's for us to keep our ear to the ground in terms of what's going on globally and all this fantastic innovation.
Fantastic. And what's some, I guess, of the concepts around the tech innovation that's happening? Like, can you give us some examples?
Absolutely. Well, very much for us at the moment, it's big data analytics. Really knowledge is power for us. We've got commercial, residential, hospitality, food and beverage, and we have all these silos of data and information. So the idea for us is that we can bring that all together and bring knowledge to our operation. Then also, how are we communicating that knowledge? What are we doing using wearables? How are we communicating out to our operation what they know about each guest, and how do we get that 360 view of the guest? But also back of house. What automation can we bring in back of house? We're just building 3 new properties, one in London, one in Istanbul, and one in Myanmar. The Istanbul property is 3 palaces on the Bosphorus, so huge. We need automation, we need robotics, we need to look to the future. And then also operational efficiencies. How can we bring efficiencies with things like laundry management, that kind of thing, using AI, robotics. So the opportunities are endless.
What's the risk if Peninsula Hotels or hotels don't innovate?
Well, I think, also we do tend to look a little bit insular into our own industry. So we'll use a lot of the same platforms and technologies. And I think it's very good for us now to be looking outside at automotive and retail. And I think the danger is if we're not looking to these industries, right, the expectations of the consumer, we know what they're like. Everybody uses things in different ways. And if they're not getting that same service within our hotels, then we're dead. So, and we also have to keep ahead in terms of knowledge and kind of AI and behavioral ideas. So there's so much for us in terms of hospitality that we have to look at and think about. We've got a 3 to 5 year roadmap. I run something called the Technology Steering Committee, which brings every head of department to myself and our CEO, where we look at our tech every 6 weeks and we think about what the next 3 years is looking like, that roadmap. And we've had to do that because otherwise this stuff just mills around and never really gets done. So we're aiming for the 3 new hotels, but with totally new ideas. So.
I can sort of picture, I think you planted a seed just before that you were talking with the creators of Siri, that voice could and will play a big part in accommodation.
Absolutely. I mean, it's definitely on our roadmap. It's something that we've already delved into. We're looking at our in-room experience at the moment is a tablet, but that whole concierge experience within the room, absolutely, and it's something that we've got on our roadmap and we're already looking into. But yeah, it's about bringing the right feel for we are luxury experience, and we have to make sure the tone is right. We have to make sure that what's coming back is what we would normally, give to our guests. So it's just about working that up into something that works for Peninsula as well. So yeah.
Fantastic. I'd be excited to see what Peninsula does and to walk into a room and see what that experience is like.
Yes.
with these innovations actually
Yeah.
coming to the forefront. That'd be fantastic. And I guess I kind of want to ask when is it happening? But it's happening all of the time.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. I mean, I would say over the last 2 years, we've really honed our strategy, and it's really been the last couple of years where we've decided, and put out those kind of requests for proposals to tech companies and said, right, okay, we're really on the road now. But we don't want to get to our new hotels and our existing hotels now. We need to step it up, and we've got the board behind us, we've got the CEO behind us, and we just need to work hard. We've got a lot of new people in our teams now. We've got data analysts in our teams that we never had before. Whole security teams, people that we just didn't have, as part of our ecosystem. But things are changing up in the last 2 years very rapidly. So yeah.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for your time, Sally.
Yeah, and I'd love to say that our lab will be open for call out in September, and it's called Kaleidoscope.
Yes.
So if you go onto kaleidoscopelab.io, you can sign up.
Beautiful. Good plug. I appreciate that. Kaleidoscopelab.io.
Yes.
Go and check it out, guys. And Peninsula Hotels, just peninsulahotels.com.
Yeah, peninsulahotels.com. And also we have hshgroup.com, which is our umbrella business, because we have commercial, residential, we have shopping malls, we have many other things.
Fantastic. Plenty more coming to you live from Rise Conference. Thanks to our partners, Invest HK and Start Me Up HK. It's been a brilliant time, guys. Such an amazing experience, such an amazing conference. We'll see you again soon on facebook.com/Beach City Live. We're also on YouTube and LinkedIn. Just search for Beach City.